So we are live.
Okay, we are live, everyone.
Oh shit, no.
You must come a little closer, I think.
Okay.
No. Okay, there. Hope we have 0 viewers, so that's okay.
But it's being recorded, right?
Yes, and record. Okay. Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Getting Things Done podcast from Vital Learning. We are live from GTD Summer Camp in Denmark, and I am here with my still good friend and colleague Lars Rotskell Henriksen. And some of the people in the summer camp is here. Say hi, guys! Woo. We have 2 viewers, so thank you. You're not using your phones now, right? Okay, so we are going to do this, and this is a first. So we are going to try and make something that gives sense to you, and this will be a vibe, a feeling of what's happening in the summer camp. And we're going to take some either questions or comments. We have a microphone and we have a separate camera. So if you want to say something, you can, or you can ask a question. So, Lars, what has happened so far?
Well, I should probably ask you to mention that because I've been out a bit. I had a running injury, so I've been a bit off here in the first hours of the summer camp, but getting better now. No, I think we had a lot of fun. We had a great evening last time. So last night we 59 out of the 60 people joined us last night. I'm not pointing fingers at anyone who only joined us on Saturday but we had a great evening last night, a lot of fun, good to see everyone. I think Jens calculated that around 80% of the people here are actually people that have attended before. So it's good to see so many people coming back. And otherwise we've had some good sessions. I've heard some good things from people. One that I led now was on GTD and AI. I had a lot of good perspectives. How will GTD play a role in a world still with AI? There were differing opinions on how much we would want to use and involve AI, but there was at least a clear consensus that GTD really has its place in an AI-powered world. We need it probably even more than we did before. So I think that was one of the key takeaways from that. What would you highlight?
The community, hanging out with people, saying hi to old friends who's come again and it comes again, and we see each other every year, and it feels good. It feels like the tribe, as we talked about before. And the tribe is what Lars and I tried to create with this, when this idea started taking place. It was not my idea, by the way, not Lars's, but some GTDers local here got an idea after a kind of a retreat they had themselves. And they said we should create a summer camp. And I said, if there is one, tell me, I will be there. And the rest is history. So, but we love hanging out with GTDers. We love understanding what your challenges are and sharing the best practices, and that's why we are here. So I don't know. Should we just try and see if we can get this third contraption to work?
Yeah, let's give it a try while you test it out, and people can perhaps think through any questions they might have or any key takeaways they've had so far in the summer camp, whatever they're looking forward to in the upcoming sessions, or anything else you'd want to share out there. And while you find someone, it's just perhaps worth mentioning that we are once again 60 people here. This is the 6th time that we do the summer camp. And I think 14 different countries this year. So I think that's a new record as well. So yeah, just really cool, and honored that people come back and we have this fantastic weekend together.
So while I'm preparing to be the roving reporter, does anyone have something they want to ask or say or about the summer camp? Yes, Hans raises his hand, so let's see if we can get this to work. Ooh. There you go, Hans.
Yeah, I have a question actually for you, Lars, based on your session around GTD AI. One of the things that you showed us was next to the commercial for the last weekly review website was an AI-driven weekly review product. Like it seemed to go through the different steps. Would you mind telling us a little bit more about that? Because that looked really fascinating.
Yeah, no, happy to, and thank you for the question, Hans. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, I just did a session on AI and GTD. The starting point was really the processes in GTD and how AI plays a role, and then we spoke about how we would perhaps use AI with GTD in sort of a day-to-day scenario, and then we switched to more of an implementation. What if we were to build our own list manager? And actually, we started off the presentation by agreeing on a prompt. What did we want our AI GTD custom list manager to look like? And it was a Trello clone that was yellow, red, and orange, and it was called Last Task. And I think it typically takes at least around 10-15 minutes, and then we actually had a live working system that we could then look at. Then afterwards, I shared what I have been working on myself, and that is where your question came in, Hans, where one of the pieces of functionality in my software was to have a weekly review that walks you, like functionality that walks you through the weekly review, which is something that was really helpful for me and something that was possible to build because I had my lists in my system, so it could walk you through that. And the way I did it is simply to ask AI to build it based on the standard steps in GTD. So it would pick up, there's a step for walking through your next actions list. So it would take the next actions list that it could see in my system, and then it would walk me through those. It recommends you look back in your calendar. Okay, so it'd pick up my different calendars, and it would show me, and I would walk through each of those days. Picking up the waiting fors, and then it would show them and consider whether I should follow up on any of them, or for me to consider that. So it's it was fairly straightforward to build. I think most people can build it. I think that one of the challenges is always that the nice part is that it actually pulls data from your system, so pulls your actual lists, and that is part of what is helpful there. And of course, I've added in a bit of AI stuff, but that's mostly just for fun. I think the value for me still in the weekly review, especially, is the work that you do yourself as you walk through that. So it's nice, pretty straightforward. Has a nice celebration at the end. I didn't show you, but it has like confetti, and it shows statistics on how long the reviews take and all that. So I'll have to walk through the whole thing later on.
One thing that I would like to mention to the viewers that we have, I think we have like 2, 3, or 4 now. No, we have 7. We. So to those 7 out there, and to Kiran, who just sent us a message from Seattle. What is it with WA, Washington? Yep. Okay. Thank you, Kiran. And for those of you who have some questions, either to Lars and me or to David Allen, who is in the room. So, David, can you just wave? David's in the back of the room.
Back of the class.
Back of the class. So if you have any questions to him, send him a comment on YouTube on either preferably my channels, because your doesn't show up here. So the comments on the Morten Rovik GTD channel, if you're there, just jump there and give us a holler and ask questions, and we will get them answered for you. Okay, I'll close this here because we don't need this one. So, okay. Do we have any other questions or comments or whatever? Do we have something? No. Yeah? Mette? Let me see if I can then switch to this other camera view. And here we go. Hi, Mette. You're now internet famous.
Thank you. I have a very specific question because one of my issues is that I am using a hybrid system because I like to capture on my phone because I would like to capture when I'm on the go. But when I'm home and I like my to-do list on paper. So I wonder if you have any good questions, tips for doing a hybrid system because currently it doesn't really work for me. I'm both hybrid and on paper. So yeah, I wonder if you have any good tips for that. If I want to stay on my paper when I'm home. So because I like the thing about like when I'm done, I can take it off. Or yeah.
Okay. We'll hand that off to you, Lars.
Good question. No, everyone, seems to really like that. They, or at least, some people recognize, especially when we do the trainings, that when I get home, I don't want to open up my iPhone. I don't want to open up my laptop and go and have a look at all that. So I can certainly recognize that. But yeah, having a hybrid system will require some more discipline, right? It is more challenging to make sure that they're all maintained to the same standard or the standard that you feel comfortable with. I've seen people over the years also have a mix. Saw that recently again, actually, where they would have it digitally, but then start of the week print out that home list, and then you had that to move from during the week, and then at the part of the weekly review, they would go through that and see is there anything that I need to update, and then put it in digitally again. So it really depends on how you want to mix it, and that could be a starting point. I don't know what you would add, Martin.
Nothing but experiment. Try what fits for you, because you will understand when you're home with your system for now. You will understand it. You will feel it. I am also a very tactile person. I like to write, and I even got a pen from the former fountain pen mafia today, a pencil. So, but I am a hybrid now by digital paper, by my e-ink Remarkable, which is also a hybrid system where you can write by hand and you can digitize them, or they are digitized for you. You can move them. You can move them out of Remarkable and into a third-party system. Like I have a database of all my notes so that I can find them. And it's also searchable. So if I write Lars somewhere, I can just search for Lars, and then whatever we discussed, it can come up. It's very good. It's a good system for that. But that's for note-taking and possibly capture. But the rest of the system, I would experiment, try. So, and it is an investment in a Remarkable because it's not very cheap. So, depending on your budget as well. I don't know. Should we try and go and talk to the man in the back of the room?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, we have more questions. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that is a good idea. And not only we can hear you, but the internet can hear you as well.
I'm not entirely sure I want that, but one of the things, I'm a huge fan of paper as well, and it's more of a comment to Mette, because I'm in the same hybrid situation. I love my fountain pens. Yes, I'm one of the fountain pen mafia that Morten and Lars keep talking about, but I also have my digital system. And so what I do is all my paper notes, I scan them, and my digital system is my leading system, and then I just scan all my notes that I take during the day. And that has helped me to stay, okay, one system is leading, the other one is a support system, and that's how I was able to overcome that problem. Because I totally understand where you're coming from. I like a good pen and a new piece of paper.
Thank you, Hans. Do we have another question, or should we try? Oh, we have another question. Cool. There you go. Hi, Alex.
Hello. Mine is in a different completely field. I would like to work in GTD, and I would like you to tell me what I should do,
Okay, so to become a GTD trainer, yeah.
for instance.
Okay, so the answer to that question is that it depends on which country you are in, and you are in Portugal. Then I am not sure, David, but I don't think you have a license C for crucial learning in Portugal. Is that correct? Not yet.
There is something there. There is a company, but I think they are not working.
Okay.
Because I tried to contact them for some time, and they didn't answer.
Okay, then
Now we can look into that and see
We
who
can
it
look into that
might
for
be
you.
that you need to be.
I
in
will
touch
get
with.
back to you. But the idea is that you will then enter into a partnership with the local company if they accept you as a trainer, because they'll have to evaluate you, and you will enter what we call a commercial relationship with them, where they most likely will you will invoice through them. And what we've seen in the Nordic countries is that all our trainers that are not what we call in-house trainers, since you're only allowed to deliver inside your own company or in a company, not your own company, because I know you can, but then you have to only can train your people. But then it is with the blessing of the local partner, and you will have to get your own clients. You must find them.
Okay.
So that's the idea. So, and I do. Have you not done an episode on how it is to be a trainer?
Yeah, we did that a while back. I don't know if it's still applicable, but yeah,
check.
some different details to figure out with the local licensee. So that's where I would start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But we will get back to you.
thanks.
Thank you.
So before we go to David, Morten, perhaps I could, now that you mentioned the fountain pen mafia, we have to have to revert to them. They got me once again, and then I can show this. So we're not in the fountain pen space. I'll have to pass this around. I know at least some of you were curious about it. I think it was called a, sorry, I'm limping a bit here. I think it was called a brush pen. Brush pen? Stephen is nodding. Thank you, Stephen. Again, I don't know, I really have to work on my handwriting and find the right paper and everything. But it's just really beautiful. So instead of the fountain pens, as you can, if I go really close, can I? So it really has this brush instead. So more for me to learn from the fountain pen-ish mafia, I guess, an extension of that. So, but I'll get the experts to look at it and tell me more about it. I need help with this.
Yes.
And one other thing, now that I'm anyway standing up, this month even. Morten, you had been using GTD for 20 years.
Yes.
So that's part of the series that we've been doing in the podcast.
Yep.
And a couple of us in the Nordics, Jukka and Paul and I, wanted to celebrate that. So I got a small present for you.
Okay.
We got a small present for you. And I know there's some martial arts experience in the room, so I'm sure I'm violating some rules or some blasphemy, but I hope you'll bear with me. We had this made for you. This is a black belt for GTDers. Oh, I don't have the microphone or the headset anymore, but as you can see, it says 20 years of mind like water. And at the other end, it says Morten.
Thank you.
So how you put that on, I don't know. We probably have some experts that can help with that as well. But we just wanted to celebrate that. 20 years.
Thank you, Lars.
Yeah, no,
Thank you, guys.
happy to.
Set it up, like how to bind it?
Yeah, exactly.
I know, black belt is not one of those.
See,
Okay,
great.
and David Allen is also a black belt of karate, so I'm sure he can also help.
There we go.
But cool.
And we'll get some help. We'll get you. You'll look great, Morten.
Okay, thank you. Really something else. Very creative, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. No,
I threw you off now. Yeah.
yeah, you did. So where do we go from here?
You wanted to check in with David. I don't know if
Yeah.
that could be.
Yeah.
If
Are you
David-
ready for a check-in, David?
Why not? Should I come up there or you want to bring me my
I can come to you. That might be just as well. If I do this and hello, Mr.
My goodness. Well, thank you to you guys for coordinating this, and thanks to all of you and everybody else here who's at the summer camp. I had no idea that GTD was going to, I guess, take off like it has. I just have to acknowledge all of you and anybody else in the summer camp for all the people and relationships that will improve the rest of your lives with as much of GTD as you decide to implement. That's up to you, how much of it you want to do. My job was defining the game, not motivating you. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not a habit change expert. There are other people doing that kind of stuff. My job was defining the game. Your job is deciding whether you want to play it, to what degree you want to play it, and how consistently you want to play it. That's up to you, not me. So that makes my job a little bit easier. And it makes me just really appreciate the summer camp, what these guys have set up, and you folks participating in this. Because it's just a representative of the fact that your relationship, and everybody else you will contact, and that's going to be a lot of people, just with the people sitting in this room, the rest of your lives, that relationship will improve. Agreements will be kept, agreements will be tracked, waiting fors will be tracked. All that kind of stuff just up levels our relationships. It does. Yeah, for sure. And people go, "Well, David, who's your coach?" I'm married to her. We've been married 35 years, and she was a GTDer even before we got together. She went to a seminar I was delivering in New York, given another organization that sort of required everybody to take my seminar. And we were friends ever since. We were both married to different people at the time, happily so. And then things changed, as you know, shit happens. And I got divorced. She got divorced, and then she started working for my small little consulting company in Santa Monica in LA. And then one day she asked me out to dinner. I went, "Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do?" I'd been in 3 marriages before that, and I gave it up. I figured I wasn't the type, and I didn't know how to do this very well. So I went, so anyway, but then there was Catherine. So I was like, oh gosh. So, people ask us, how do we relate to each other? Well, to a large degree, it's email. She's in an office about 20 yards away from me, and she knows where my in basket is. I know where her in basket is. I have no idea what her system is. She uses OmniFocus. I've never looked at her list. I've never seen anything she does. I just track waiting fors for her. And she tracks that for me, and we communicate. Because the last thing I want to do is interrupt her in her workflow. So then I allow her to then make decisions about whatever. I'm sending her an email in her own timing. I just think that's polite and very useful. Anyway, so I don't know what else to say, guys.
What I wanted to ask everyone here was key takeaways so far from the summer camp. And since you now have the mic, then perhaps we could start with you. Anything that you picked up or noticed? Because part of why we wanted to do this was to try to share the the great vibe that there is in this room and wherever else this group goes. And just wanted to share that with everyone else out there thinking that they might want to join us next year or sometime in the future. What have you picked up so far?
I picked up so far just, again, reinforcement of GTDers are the coolest people on the planet. They really are. They're sweet, they're smart, they're savvy, they're conscious about what they're doing, and they're very much into growing themselves and working with each other. So there's no better folks to hang out with than people who bought into this game. And that's what I'm getting from it. My opportunity to be of service, answer questions, be some sort of a, God, I hate the word guru, but some sort of a, I guess, a model about having done this work since for 40-something years, versions of this. A lot of experience, and I'm still learning. I still learn. I still have to apply all this stuff myself. You don't get, getting older has been interesting. So I have some projects on my project list called Update My Wills. And update my financial stuff. So when I check out, if I do that before Catherine, she doesn't have to hire an accountant to manage a lot of the stuff that I'm managing because I handle our financial stuff. So, those are projects that show up as you get older. I'm 80, so I was just thinking, what are the differences between being younger than 60 or older than 60? If you're younger than 60, you trip. If you're older than 60, you fall. And I'm not sure 60 is the dividing line, but somewhere along that line. I've actually had a couple of falls, just given, aging stuff that happens. So that's my takeaway is the opportunity to be of service and hang out with just the coolest folks around. There's frankly no better way than that to relax. And stay inspired. Stay inspired by the work I've done, the work you're doing, to keep that stuff going on and spreading out there. Because again, our mission as a company is to create a world where problems turn into projects. And just think about that. The implications of that, when people take anything that bothers them, anything they would normally complain about, or anything they would be victim to, they turn that into, okay, what would I like to have true about this? And what would be my next step if I wanted to potentially change it, if I can change it at all? Maybe I need to just find out if I can change it. That might be a project. I've got a number of projects that are R&D, shorthand for research. I need to look into whether that's something I want to do or not. And a lot of people have trouble with sort of creating abstract projects or abstract projects out of abstractions. Like, I need to create a better relationship with X, Y, and Z. Or I even heard it hear people say, I need to work on, my system. I need to work on paper-based or not, which things I need to do. And that's cool stuff. I don't think that's ever going to stop in your life. Because as you get older, things around you get older. And as I kind of make the joke, how many of you have a center drawer in a desk somewhere? Any of you have a center drawer somewhere or drawers on your, wherever you work? Everything in that drawer belonged there at one point. But a lot of stuff in that drawer does not belong there anymore. But crap does not self-destruct, it self-generates. So stuff in your drawers have babies. They do. They keep producing more stuff that you have to then do because you change, and so your priorities change. So if you're not doing weekly reviews or something like that that keeps yourself current with whatever's in your system, then you're going to start building backlog, and your lists are going to lose their inspiration and their relevance to you in terms of staying current. I think that's enough said. Come on, if you poke at me, I could probably talk for another 2 years.
Oh, thank you, David.
I'll stop. And again, thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for
David.
coming back.
And David, before you go, you might want to read the comment on the screen there. Can you see that?
I can see that. Yeah. Yay.
You're enriched our lives.
Enrich my life too.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Ariane has
And we have a person who would like to say something.
Yes, I would definitely like to say something.
So the question was how we experienced this summer camp, right?
Yes, yes, thank you.
Last year was the first summer camp I came to. I just, well, 5 years ago, I read the book. I listened to all the podcasts. I did like set up the system and then I crashed because it was just way too much. And then I found an online seminar. And I was like, okay, I need to come here. And it's been life-changing. The vibe was already good the moment I got on the station. Like, I met my buddy already at the station, so that started good. But we continued as buddy, and that has been transformative to keep the practice alive. And what has been changing, how I say, you don't have any problems anymore, you just have projects. So one big project is my parents. My parents are now 82 and 79. And it started with helping my mom clean the mess in her room, which is clothing. And you don't have to deal with just, you need to get the clothing out. You need to deal with her resistance of you helping her. So I cannot move like, tak, I'm done in 2 hours. It's become like a 5-month, it was already a 2-year project. So then I was like, okay, we're gonna do the whole house. So I have a list in my head with like 100 projects in the house, categorized by department. And then gradually I noticed they needed more care. So I took over the care, but it's not taxing on me because it's in the system. And it's like all the strategic stuff is in the system and the emotional stuff I have other tools for. So I can just manage them and be there for them. And it's been so grateful that I get to do that. And now I put my mom in the gym. She's 82, so there's no excuses. She doesn't carry 2 times 7 to 8 kilograms and the leg rest, so there's still room. I can join you if you want to. So there's so many beautiful projects that I'm working on, and because I have the waiting for system, like I asked my mom in January, can we get rid of some pants? I'm still waiting for her answer. But it's okay. It's on the waiting for list, and every once in a while I ask. And yet, because I have all the projects on there, and my birthday's coming up, so it's an excuse to have people over in the house. And now it's like, okay, this project, I'm gonna find an excuse to get it done. But because it was in the system, my mind doesn't have to think about it. So for me, it's been life-changing to like take on all the new projects, not only that, and that I feel comfortable in it, that I can handle it. So it's totally a game changer. So thank you, David, and thank you everybody, and thank you Arto for always being there.
Thank you.
We spoke about, we had a level 3 training leading up to this summer camp, and we spoke about these different, sometimes life-changing events that show up, and how the process, the parts of GTD, how that will help you handle them in a way where you feel comfortable and perhaps even good, even though they might be challenging situations. So great that you have experienced that as well. That's perhaps some of the biggest value you can get out of GTD. Really cool. Thank you for sharing, Ariane.
I was thinking that before we close today, I would like to show people where we are. So I think maybe that is a good thing that I will grab the camera and go and show you exactly where we are at. We are in the beautiful Danish, what do you call it?
Hawaii?
Hawaii. The Danish version of Hawaii, at least. Let's go and have a look. So this is a Quebec hotel, and as you can see, we have a beautiful landscape. I don't know how well this translates to this lens, but it is a little windy today and a little rainy, but it is really beautiful. So thank you, Quebec, for hosting us.
Absolutely, yeah. We've been luckier with the weather in previous years where people have gone swimming and everything. I think, yeah. The good thing that the theme of this year's summer camp is ready for anything. I think the weather really exemplifies how we've had both sun and some significant showers during this day.
I have... There's an echo in the sound. We are in a large room. Yes. We are.
My wife told me.
Okay. I think we should close now. Do you think?
Sure.
Yeah. then I will say as I always do. Until next time, stay safe and stay productive. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, people.